Let's not forget to press the record button. Right. This last segment might be a little short. You, go back there. We're almost deconstructed that oopsie. Let's just take a quick adventure over here. Through the trees, apparently. Can't believe I accidentally saved over the the good save. Past streams yesterday? Oh, nice. That reminds me. Finished processing yet? God, finally. No, they're still going. Seriously, processing HD. Seriously, wait, what's the delay? I think I can live with a little bit of free coal. I can live with it. You know what I want. And I want a lot of, and I want many, many of them. Is going again? Oh, I need that part back. Yeah, so they'd be... When did I put those? September 3. And they're still going. Still processing. It's JD's fault, you know. What else do you need? You need control units. I don't know if they're in the network. Are they in the network? Oh, they are. Doesn't want to... Oh... Control units, it's not explosives anymore. Okay, I need to fix that. Yeah. Oh, it's... blah 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 blah. It's that one. Well, at least it's not going to use up all the blue circuits. Let's grab a convenient buffer chest to contain them. So yeah, I'd love it if the VODs would finish processing. They are actually, you can find them in the playlist. You just can't find the video. It's just set to unlisted. So if you go through the playlist, you can still get to it. Get to the VODs. I leave them hidden until the processing's finished. Right, got our atomic bomb. Apparently I'm bringing a spider now, because the trains run away. In fact... Oh, I'm missing the remote control. Trained? Oh, you're all full. Go back there. Oh dear. I might need more than one bomb at this rate. It still hasn't got me more... You know, in the past, what, 5 hours? I haven't got any more oil. I haven't really progressed the game, this save. I'll try and get... in the last hour, I'll try and actually get something done. I actually put all the spidery stuff. Oh, there it is. Bring you over here. Gonna get stuck on water. Probably will. Okay. Let's put it over here. Oh, come on down. Plastic. Now of this, 25, 26, 30. It was about 30 were legitimate. The rest of them weren't. Those were safe. So these, there. There's about 200 of these that were good. Storage drive does have bad clusters. 8 hours into a scan with 12 to go. Well, hopefully the process of doing that won't add more bad clusters. That would suck. That's happened to me before, and it not only does it suck, it actually does suck a lot. And as long as the process of recovering doesn't kill it too. We're going over here. Yeah, I should have brought more than one of these things. Because that would clear it up so much faster. Okay. At the very least, this thing can deal with them. Nuked, indeed. Got more. Even more. There's a little chest next to it. What's it? Coal. Coal, damn it. Got in there. Still 94 infinity chests. There's a few beacons. I'll say those were about that many legitimate. Yeah, I was using creative, and then I accidentally saved over the actual save. Mistakes were made. So all this stuff isn't like legit. All this stuff I'm blowing up. Yeah, there was a lot of coal involved in this. Tell you what, well, that's sorting itself out. Well, first things first is we need to square off this coastline-ish. It can be a little... Oh, damn it. Alright, fine. The power pole is spoken. There shall be no little pip there. Do this from map view or something. So the first step will be is I need to clean up this coast, the oil. Actually occurred to me too, I need to run the numbers again on a coal liquefaction for plastic. I'm not worried about that in the save game. I'm not tracking achievements very closely. Or particularly closely. Oh, a fair amount of coal. Where are the chests? There. The landfill, fish, wood, pipe I'm not worried about, that's cheap enough. It's the beacons and the modules that I care about. I think, and the stuff like the infinity chests and infinity pipes, I think that'll do it. I think that's everything. There might be, there might still be a few other things, but everything else is commodity at this point. It's like if this was my other save, I wouldn't even care about the modules because I have so many. And I can reproduce so many so fast. How do you get? You press L. L brings this up. And it defaults to whatever network you're standing in. Tooltips below the map and it's awful. Yeah, it's one of those ones where you need to know where it is to catch it. I don't know how many beacons there were, fortunately. So I'm gonna take a guess. Alright. Just completely arbitrarily place this thing down. And about there. There. I'll pull it back from the shoreline a little bit. It does be tweaked a little bit though. The actual thing's got to go up a tile. Yeah, so however many that beacons is, so there's about 90. I can probably drop 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And that'll be all of them. Box station do? Yeah, so a train will come along and it'll deliver, I'm not actually sure what it's delivering right now. What is it bringing? It's trying to bring landfill beacons and modules and things. So it'll bring things to build the base. I'll build this oil outpost. Wee, hello. It says bringing more beacons and landfill. And that's pretty much what it'll do. It'll just keep bringing that stuff. So we can continue doing plowing over the water. Ruby Cliff explosives? Oh yeah, that was a recent change for 1.02. Oh, that was a thing. I couldn't test it in my other map because that map save predates cliffs. I don't need those. Yeah, very important that. Gotta grab the fishy. And the last thing to do was pick up that. I might have to wait until the landfill's done. Yep, do the landfill manually. I need the thing needs to move between the tracks. It needs to move up a few tiles, up a tile. Let's clean this up. Also grab the fish. We always grab fish around here. Catching all the fish is the obsession. Making robots, it's starting to build itself. Ah, it's fantastic. It's great, isn't it, when it starts building itself? It just reaches that point where it's now it's that point when it's self-sustaining. Can't reach that far out. So I'll need to restamp this. Maybe clear out the random junk that's in there. Got all of the random junk that's in there. Last thing is grab that. Get up to there. Never self-sustain. Oh, you can self-replicate. Yeah, it's a better way to put it. That's more accurate. And Logibots up to 100. Only 400 to go. Only so far. I actually don't really need chemical plants or anything like that anymore. I don't even need these. Water. Oh, I can get rid of those. Now. Hey, Dizzle. Hey, watching the VODs and learned a lot. Oh, you're going to learn a lot from today's then, if you keep it up. Oh, there's a lot of fluid stuff going on in today's one. Now, I just put this thing up. Just quickly, while that's building, I was thinking, what about, the question comes up, what about cold liquefaction? Well, I know this thing's wrong slightly. So 76,000, which is like way under. The C goes down to 55. But it is possible to use cold liquefaction to make plastic. It means you input as plastic and water, and your output is plastic. You can actually go one step further and use nuclefaction, where you power it with nuclear reactors for the steam. Use a nuclear reactor for steam. Whoop. That's fun. Join the networks for now. Train. Trains. That time used cold liquefaction was when I had a cold patch you wanted to disappear. In terms of UPS, you can't beat advanced oil, generally. But I might still look into it a little later on. And a request. Too bad I can't get these to really line up perfectly. Oh, I could do that. There. That works. There's actually room to do that now. West. 4. It's from buffer chest. That's a job for Ron. That Ron gets anything done. That's not a term I've heard in a very long time too. Job for Ron. Ranger, the ninja. Come on in. Yeah, this looks about right. For the state it was in. Okay. I'll do the same here. This may change to roll-on, roll-off style trains. Actually, very likely will. I want to place that down. Ghost it. Oh, wait, let me ghost it. Fine. Let's get set up the coal and plastic trains. Yeah, as the base builds up, it's gonna need more and more throughput. I don't really want to have to deal with the trains crisscrossing each other. Go, it's fine since we're not talking about boats. Yeah, roll in, roll out into the sea. One more wagon, please. There we go. Right, so that's the coal and plastic and trains as well as oil. Next step is really just to copy and paste this whole thing. That. Oh, the plastic and the oil don't quite line up. Off they go. There it is. Yep, continue straightening out that coastline, get that all done. Hopefully, the train will bring some nuclear fuel, because I should, in theory, just about have some. Oh, actually, that train is powered by nuclear fuel, so I definitely should have some. There's no reason why there shouldn't be nuclear fuel. That would help too. Bots are getting the fish. Good. Right, first step. I need more pipes. Then I need to find the pump jacks. There. And remove that from there. Probably stop calling for cliff explosives too. I'll just leave that do its thing. Thing I will do is add that radar. Give this place some radars. Can remotely bother it. Got pumps. This place got tanks. Here. I need tanks though. I don't stand there. You don't stand on the tracks. Tracks is bad for your health. Oh, speaking of tanks, it's bringing tanks right now. Ish. You have to fix that. Is there an easy way I can fix it? But not really. It's funny, a train and 282 oil train going to one of these isn't going to be. It's not going to provide a lot of oil. To eat you, hey! You're licking the base and me. Ugh. Also, oh. Somebody's doing Among Us. I should have actually poked him earlier about it. Right, back we go. Let's see if I can fix this combinator thing. See if I can fix it so that it's loading correctly. At some point I'm going to have to redo the whole thing. It's got too many issues. I'm pretty sure I did it once already. Oh well, I've got this thing going either way. I feel like I've accomplished a thing. Got an oil base going. So now I just need to move processing over to there and then can start moving up in the world. You go out of the way. Trying to see. Let's not think too hard in case the train comes back. You're struggling with trains, how do you not stack? Stack for every station. If you run train, tries to get to the same station when it gets jams. Well, this one I'm not up to that point yet, but yeah, normally we build something called a stacker. There's also some things you can do with combinators to avoid it, which I'll be getting to eventually as well. Admittedly, it might take a while. The trick is to have a stacker that holds more trains than the number of trains that are like you have a number of parallel slots that add up to where there are more slots than there are the number of trains you have. That way, that doesn't jam up. I think that explanation made sense. I think. Okay. Attempt the impossible. Move that down there. things about what I'm doing. People keep talking about LTN. Yeah, that's a stupid mod. I don't like it. It just adds complication. Like, it doesn't help you understand the fundamentals, which is what you're stuck on. Like, LTN's not going to fix the understanding. I'm not a fan of it. Problem with Rails? Just LTN. Just any excuse, LTN. L? L? You down to there. No, where does that go? Out of there. This is where picker dollies is really handy. Because you could just nudge it down. Restrain throughput. It actually, because you're using an any-to-any type system, it actually doesn't. The funny thing. And that's not connected. One. That one's not lighting up now. So there's 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. I think that's all the wires now. Looks like it's lighting up. Tempted to actually put picker dollies on. Not gonna lie. So these both connect to... Where do you connect to? Tracing wire. Tracing wires is not easy. Yeah, it's LTN actually it decreases efficiency. There is a calculation you can do for that. You go in there. And realistically, I could just do that. Yeah, if everything's spread out, then tracing wires is easy. And if you haven't just ad hoc, haven't added and removed stuff over time, it's also pretty easy. I'm genuinely not sure if that actually needed to be there. That one up there. Bank 3D screws up, it does. Oop, not connected. Oh, that's also important. That's still right. Filter inserters. There. These are actually should be down here. What do they connect to? Connected to that as well, apparently. Right, whatever. So request in to hold there, to shove on there. Train and D greater than 0. There, you should be requesting that on the red. Oh yeah, red wire. Green wire doesn't have anything. 1200. It should be a subtraction. One of these should say what it needs. I have no idea. It's so overcomplicated. And that'll be the request there. There. So that's what it's requesting. That garbage. Oh. I just realized a problem. But each? Fine. Yeah, so now it should be replacing those with zeros. So it won't flood the chests. So now it's only receiving the things that it actually need. Oh, connect the other side. So now it should only, in theory, receive landfill. See? Nope, not even landfill now. Yeah, so it's got everything it needs. So this one, the yellow one, multiply each one by -1. So I want to subtract what's in here with what's there. That way, if it overfills, it'll just start cancelling it out. How do you control the cargo wagon? Reserve slots? Nothing. So the next step is we want to set filters. We have a list here of everything we want to put on the train. I might need to buff it. Might want to buffer it. See, where'd the output come from? There. There, wasn't it? Yeah, so I could use the green wire. I can use that one. Output each of one. Let's see. Each means do this, so do the operation on each item that it's receiving. So in this one, it's receiving all those things there, that list of things. Yeah. The landfill, the pipes, the productivity modules, and those. And then it's saying, take each of those things, multiply by -1, and then output each item again. So 2.9k landfill, -2.9k landfill, by multiply by 1. And then it goes through each one by one, multiplies them by -1. So take each item, multiply by -1. Could, in theory, I think, do everything as well. Same thing here. Take each item. If each item is greater than 0, for each item that is greater than 0, output 1. What? That outputting. Right? Oh, I do need to buffer it. I might have broken it. So now it's split. So this thing's the memory that actually stores... That was. Well, I can always just tap off that. There we go. This is the list of things it needs. Turning into a list of ones. Now, second one. So this is the list of things the train needs. Let's take the chest. There. This is going to be pretty ugly. There's the list of things it has. Let me move that to somewhere less stupid. This is a list of things it has in the chest. Output 1. Then do a third combinator. Combinator. Take the output of 1, feed it into the second one, into here. And so now we have a list of ones and zeros, ones and twos. Chest is full, it seems to be holding... Oh, yeah, you're right. Hang on. That's fine anyway. So for each item that is equal to 2, so when it's equal to 2, it means that 1, it's an item that's needed, and 2, it's an item that it can insert. And we want to output a 1. Then I want to feed that through to the inserters. And so this will swing around as the items are available. And so now it won't deadlock. I think there's something... I haven't done the wires quite right. I think something's still wrong. Did you do electrical engineering or computer science? Electrical engineering. So yeah, that should help it along. Yeah, I've done something wrong, because it's gathering up too much landfill. Shouldn't be. See, it's got 2.9k in the train, and it only needed 1.2. It grabbed way more than it needed. But yeah, that's what it needed. It needs to know what it has, and what... comp sci. Okay. Factorio examples. That would be pretty cool. I mean, this thing... these combinators are numerically challenging for even programming people. Mainly because it's very low level. It's not like C or a programming language. It's more like very low level logic. So it has something... Oh, it tried to insert... Yeah, because the train was full. Yes, now it's emptying. I mean, this thing will only take what it needs anyway, because it has the same logic here. Go to AI. Ooh. Oh, I managed to get some nuclear fuel. Nice. That's... Yeah, game of life. Yeah, see, this stuff's left over, so... This is all the overfill that it left behind. So this thing refused it because it didn't need it. I don't really know what the state of AI it's like now. Go stand there. Simple rules can make clever looking things. I suppose laws. Fuel chest for loading. Oh, it loads the fuel when it first arrives here. See that? Yeah. So now it's rejecting all of everything left over. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Pulling stuff again. And no deadlocks. Yeah, the problem is it's not knocking out. I've grabbed it from the wrong spot. It's not knocking out what was already there. So it's still not right. What's a person? Isn't I've read. It's been a while. I remember something about Azimuth. I like it's triggering a memory. I can't remember what it was though. It's like yeah. There's a lot of. It's reminding me like there's a lot of what ifs and there's a lot of flaws in Azimuth's reading. Not reading. Logic. There's a lot of underlying assumptions being made. Isn't Azimuth a lunatic as well? Might be wrong, but seem to have this little tingling feeling that I seem to remember that him actually being like a nut job, actual lunatic. Or am I thinking of one of the others? A lot of the sci-fi writers were lunatics. Probably was. As I say, like, a lot of them were lunatics, so it wouldn't surprise me. Who's the Scientology guy? Not Asimov, is it? Could be confusing. No, that's Hubbard. Yeah, Elron. Tom Cruise. Yep, Tom Cruise. %100% Tom Cruise. Output. Ports. 50 train guy? Proper trains. This is not the final form to do. I wouldn't rely on this as an absolute. This is more of an I want this to work sooner rather than later type of arrangement. In, Audi, Innie, Audi. Perfect. Audi. Stranger in a strange land? Oh, speaking of. Be that way. They all real? They are. Don't king shame. Don't B-52 shame either. Some tanks would be a good idea too. Do you believe? These things. Alright, first oil outpost. Finally. This thing's gonna be pretty slow. Hey, look at media. . Am I saying? Not bad. My brain hurts. Been doing some. Been going through the low level of ooh, hiccups. Been doing the low level theory behind an oil base. So it's been a intense one. Is there circuit magic going on there? Nothing. Nothing at all. We don't need to talk about it. Are you far enough in yet? No. The thing now is realise just how long these trains are. How about now? I think it's long enough. In now. Chicken runs wild. Not played in about a week. Probably a good thing. Wouldn't have the brain strain that I have. There. Go there. How old is this factory? Only... God damn it. No, we're not making that mistake again. 1 day, 3 hours. Never hear the end of it, I make that mistake again. Tank too close to the rail? It was too close to the rail, it's not anymore. And last one big boop. There. One unit of radar. Oh. Alrighty. One oil lamp post. Town. Yep. Never gonna hear the end of it now. Well, technically the save's tainted forever. Even if I did nuke everything. Aww. Hoping that I could link them up. It always ends up being like that though. Busy working. Keeping busy at least. To here. Righty. Play the link it all together game. Oh, another place. Let's buy another place. Curious on how you hook the station back to the main network. So different to how you do it. I had the T-junction pre-prepared. Oh yeah, and this is how I'm doing the oil. So I drew an imaginary line here to join up everything to. And that's what I'm doing there. And then I drew another one, I think here. Yeah, I wanted this to come straight up. Like that. And that can join up with this one. I need some speed modules in this in a hurry. And have a third one here. Like that. Beacon oil pumps. If I'm impatient enough, usually speed modules is enough. I think this one's gonna need beacons though. One will need beacons. Join up to that. Beacons. Ran out of pipe. Just to make sure everything flows. Two more, I think. And I'll try and aim for the center. Not that really matters. Now, the one last trick to do is power up one pump jack, and you see if all of these line up with oil. If all of the pipes line up with oil, then you know you've done it right. So it looks like it's all lit up with oil, which means they're all connected. It's safe to power on the rest. It's a bit easy to spot pump jacks that aren't connected doing it that way. Pipe throughput. Shouldn't be a problem with this style, these sorts of puddles. That one might be a problem. But most of these should be okay. Worst case scenario, just throw more pumps at it. Yes, now these are going to spend about 5 years filling up. In which case I need a coal outpost next to start mining. And then we've got plastic. Not a big deal. It would be if these were all fairly high percentages, but these aren't amazingly high. I've never run into too many throughput problems generally doing these outposts. Try and go backwards? Yeah, because it's got engines on both sides. It'll reverse back out. There. Either or. So if we pretend that it is actually full, go back to chicken runs wild, which I should really rename, it'll just go there. It's peaceful? No, with batters are on. Don't see pollution. Pollution. There's spiders. They're all out there. Yeah, the train, as long as there's not wagons, pointing in the direction of travel, they'll go in that direction. If it didn't have those, it wouldn't go. It would only go in one. If it didn't have the ones on the back, it would only go one way. Or OB drop oil. I have a fairly consistent naming convention. Coal, load coal. Let's target that one, because the smelting's going to go there eventually, so clearing it out sooner rather than later would be nice. Back to you, come that way. This thing. Didn't... Yeah, you can have trains go both ways. It just, as I say, it just needed the engine on both sides. It's a major point of contention for some people, whether or not you put it on both sides. I mean, terms of raw UPS, you don't want the engines on the back. But because I draw everything from Transport Tycoon, I prefer the double-ended for mining. I always use double-ended mining trains, primary industry trains for like coal mines and farms and things. Oh, Veldek's back. Engines can be forward or backward and go in either direction, but they run. Yeah, that's a bit of a loaded statement. There are a lot of trains which they can do that. There's no differentiation, but they actually prefer to run in a particular direction. Been lurking the whole time? Very good. Usually it's like the transmission's bedded in a particular way or the motor's bedded in a particular way. So it prefers to run in one direction than the other. Right turn only network? You can have some fun teasing people with that. Let's come in over the top. I like these blueprints. Spent way too much time trying to figure these things out. See if that gap actually exists. Might just be because it wasn't in radar range. Spiderbot? You fool. Fool. Wonder if I'm going to run out of track though. Coal mine you work for, we load, 2-car train daily. 6-ton engine actually run electric motors with transmit. Yeah, trains are too big to run mechanical transmissions. It's funny, a lot of really old ones, a lot of earlier ones did, and they were a mess. But the motor brushes, yeah, well, it's better now. If it's running induction motors or synchronous motors, it's not so bad. There's nothing to bed in. But if it's running brush motors like traditional sort of 1960s style engine running a motor generator, because it has brushes, it prefers to run in one direction. Because the brushes wear differently depending on the direction of rotation. It's funny actually, speaking of that, washing machines often have, or anything which runs universal motors, particularly in appliances. Washing machines are a good example. It actually has offset brushes and they can never run in reverse. The offset brushes decreases the wear. Really cool. But yeah, because it's offset, it can never run in reverse. If you do, it just shatters the brush. The brushes dig into the commutator and shatter. Cars run on coal. Convenient, maybe. Economical, doubtful. What happened to 70s TV camera? Still there. Fires are faster to remove trees. Sort of. I mean, you got a very good point there. Now. Stack of segments. It doesn't really get rid of trees so much as it just burns trees. What am I doing with all the wood? Usually throwing it to at steam engines. Or steam power, which I'm not actually doing at the minute, and I really should. Right, I think the next thing I need to do... Prince. Another really neat blueprint I have. Where is it? Stack of segments. Modular train stops. That's the one. Oh, that's a basic one. It's an old one. Yeah, I'm full of wood. Alright, I got it round the wrong way. This is another blueprint book that I have. This one is all about train stops you can glue onto the modular rails. I haven't finished updating it though, to the on-grid stuff. That's a lie. Yeah, I'm in Southern Hemisphere, so normally I would appear upside down with that hemispheric compensation. Oil... Drop oil... No. OB drop coal. Decargo. Come to me, Spidey. Now, next thing I need to pull it from the other map, because apparently that wasn't in the blueprint again. Where the hell it is? I got way too many saves. The Australian camera software using a moment ago? You mean all this stuff? Pollution. Or, here? Or here? Perfect. Perfect. When I come from in here, where is it? It's thingy. That's convenient. Sprite in your dark room. Excellent. That one. Not that one. One of these is what I want. One of these somewhere. What I want. way did repairs go in this orientation? Yes. There it is. It's a good one. This thing I just grabbed here. If I can place it, please game. So this thing is a similar sort of arrangement as the other thingy, Imajiggy. I'm getting really hungry now too. It's time to eat. It's going to be a bit of a short run. Got you. Friends, all talk backwards. Sure. All of bat soup that killed millions of people. Imagine making bat soup. Must have been worth it for the bat soup. Probably it was missing a lot of things, really. Oh, why are you backed up? How dare you be backed up? I suppose it's not researching, really, because there's nothing left to research. Or faster. This thing can't be backed up. We need the red circuits. Started it up again. Yeah, now you're getting into the whole politics thing. And it's never going to end from there. It's that slippery slope, allegedly. But, this a terrible idiom, slippery slope. Politics is really insidious because everyone wants to be heard and no one wants to listen. Bad leg every so often? He does. Does. Every now and then a leg just glitches out. Go. There's a random change signal. Now, so this thing, moving swiftly along, is the outpost trash and supply train. You go there. So this thing, I need to give it an outpost trash there, which I haven't. Oh. Outpost trash drop. And let's trash supply. Trash supply. Off to supply you go. Or missing something, aren't you? Something's missing. Yeah. Someone will always argue the counter. Someone always wants to be. Always wants to. You know what that is? That is actually the thing I did before. It's funny. Dear. I did actually save that too. That was dangerous. Whee! Yeah, see, that's the one. You know, I should have screenshotted that. That would have been smart. Democracy, great. Yeah, it's like left-hand drive, right-hand drive. Oh, you actually are part of all that. Oh. I'm dumb. God damn it, game. PhD. Drive like Italians or something. Just use any and all of the road. So we need all of that as well. Just that. Alright, third time. Road is made to be used. There we go, now it's right. So now it'll fill itself up with all the little bits it needs. Lucky with all possible track orientation, train could choose any path. It's 22 or 22,000 tracks. It wouldn't surprise me. Oh yeah, because you can't turn around, you're trying to go back to the beginning. So yeah, this thing holds a little stock of all kinds of things. Oh. Take that off. Don't need speed 3s yet. Outpost can't use speed 3s yet. The downside to this train is it doesn't know when it's not needed. Because British colony and a bit Japan, yeah. At the colony parts established the precedence. And most of Europe before World War II was left-hand drive as well. Left-hand drive used to be dominant. Then Germany came along and decided everyone needed to be right-hand drive. Rather forcefully. Very nice of them. So you go to trash. Go. Now it can do the rest on its own. Boost game, licensed criminals. It's more like the US. They're the ones who rebelled. I realize it could be addicting to say until after you typed it. Let's find out how that works out. More trees to go. So now I'm building the first legitimate bot outpost. Because more in the name of more faster, need a bot outpost. Double it. Rebelling against reality. How many bots would I put in there? I think this thing's actually going to automatically add bots until it thinks there's enough. I think I actually automated that as well in this thing. Do you keep all your outposts in the same robot network as the main base? Oh no. Definitely not. You don't want to do that. This thing's its own network. And it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it gets the job done. Yeah, you really don't want to be... Oh yeah, this one's going to set requests. So you only need to set one thing. That. How come you can't get back? Oh right, because you don't have that other piece of track. That piece. It's kind of important, isn't it? Yeah, you want to try and keep robo networks as small as possible. Small as practical. Yeah, help it out there. I might still not quite cover the center. Yeah, so if you want... if I was to join it up, then I'd have a transcontinental bot network, so like potentially have bots coming up here to do stuff and going back down, and yeah, you'd be waiting for bots to do stuff a lot. I feel like this is off slightly. I don't know what giving me the feeling, but just something feels wrong. So I use a 383. Might have used a 383 outpost. Train's coming back. Don't think you can do long distance high throughput boarding. No, you can't. Yeah, it's all the time it takes and the amount, because sorry, not the time, the speed they travel versus the time spent, waiting to charge. It's not economical. There it is. Yeah, it's actually adding logistics bots automatically. That's how much I've automated the outposts. So this is something I developed for the previous map where I can automatically deliver the supplies to actually build the outpost. All you need to do is build that and it will do the rest. This train will bring the stuff along. It's a smaller version of the same supply train. So this thing's almost full. I mean, it'll take a little while for it to bring everything up. It'll do it in piecemeal, incrementally. It's got to bring a lot of mining drills and everything. Talk about Antarctica, eh? That's one of the few things the world can agree on. No, it can't read what's missing. What it does is it supplies a fixed amount to the storage here. And when that stuff is used for construction, it then knows to replace it. It always just brings the same amount of items. It doesn't. The outpost doesn't actually know how to request for stuff. So it kind of cheats. Yep, in the train. What it left behind. Yeah, there's two combinators. There's the same thing as the supply thing. So where are they? There's two combinators. So this one has a list of things to bring. This thing's basically hard coded to always accept these from the inserters. So this is basically the request network, and then this is the list of items to keep. So when the outpost is built, you just deconstruct this combinator, and it'll then trash that, and then it won't ever request items again. Oh, right, the whole joint networks thing. Remember how they had those networks joined? That's a thing. Also, that's making 3k a minute plastic. I mean, it's an improvement on the whatever that was. And the oil's at 26k instead of the 11k it's at. $28k. I'm gonna do 28k just with what it's got. You can never get stack, filter in the inserters to work for outpost unloading since they always want one item. There's a fixated on one item. Yeah, so that was something we talked about a little while ago. So what we do is we compare what's in the train. In this particular case, we compare the request with what's in the train here. So we're reading the train, and if it's requesting it and it's on the train, then set the filter. Otherwise, ignore it. Yeah, because otherwise it would just get stuck on that one item. Is it a nuke crater? That is indeed a nuke crater. That was a minor accident. Yeah, this is another variation of that same. This is the big version of that system. It does the same thing. It's got problems with this version of it. It doesn't do that, so it does get stuck. Was it Spidertronic? No, it was some idiot saved over the non-creative version of the save. So they didn't have a base version of this map anymore. So they had to go through and delete everything manually that I'd spawned in. What I'm going to do, I'm going to delete all these. It's for now. Yeah, they really had no idea what was going on in the Southern Hemisphere as far as landmass goes. All the explorers. I don't think I need all this nuclear fuel somehow. There we go. Yeah, no speed modules yet, so we're running at baseline. So we're doing 3k instead of 15. Yeah, the US was calling the dead. There was a few other things going on, like, suppose WW1 or WW2. Which one was, which one ended up forming Iraq? I think, I can't remember if it was World War One or World War Two. Paint the Earth dark grey a lot. You can take a few coastal cities, no one can invade Australia, not even Australians. I want to say World War One. Because, yeah, post World War One, England and France, yeah, fall of the Ottoman, yeah, as the Ottoman Empire was being carved up, they were trying to hang on to the England, France, and I don't know about the others like Belgium and all that. Well, Belgium had their colonial stuff going into the 60s, I think. But I know England and France in particular, they wanted to hold on to their colonial interests in what was the Ottoman Empire, in that general area. But because of World War One, they physically didn't have the manpower or the economy, the money to do it. But they were still desperate to hold on. Like, there were still a few people desperate to hold on to it. Sykes, that's it. Sykes Agreement. That Simpsons episode. Oh, what do we got there? Oh, I can't even see that. Can't see it because the bot won't let me see it. Oh, actually, Shaddy will tell me. Wikipedia. Yeah, Sykes Agreement. Alright, so we've got plastic going. So we can supply this we can supply the starter base with plastic now. Anyway. And on that note, it's 3 o'clock. I need to get out of here. I've been here for what, 7 hours, I think? Yeah, nearly 7 hours. I think now's a good place to stop. We've got to, we've got the overall plan for the oil base going. And I think do next time. Maybe I don't think what we'll do next time. Now that we've figured out oil, maybe start moving towards smelting next. Rem is a good time to start the day. Sure is. I might do some more exploration down here, in fact. In between now and next time. I'll do a bit more binder killing and exploration. I might even do a bonus stream for it. Next time, not override the save. That generally would help. It generally would help. Oh look, puddle's full. Ish. So yeah,